Welcome to, I don't know if this is my first Fishing Planet broadcast on YouTube, but today we're going to be doing a beginner's guide for all of you out there just starting to play the game. I probably should have retitled this. Let's see. I don't know if I can do that. Alright, no I can't. Anyways, this is going to be a beginner's guide. I will later go on and change things on either using my phone or my laptop. I'm currently on PS4, so if you're on PS4, this will confirm everything you need. As you can see, the beginning level for this says I believe you're about that level when you complete the tutorial at this lake. This beginner's guide is going to be more aimed towards people who have completed the tutorial, and I'm going to go through and show you everything that you're going to need to get through your, I'm going to say through your first 10 levels. The first thing I'm going to say is that you're going to be pretty much focusing on right here at Lone Star Lake in Texas until you're level, although you unlock Emerald Lake at level 5, I'm going to say you're going to want to at least spend, I believe you're going to want to be there until 10. Confirm this. I'm just going to go over here, go to baits, see what level you unlock minnows, because that's what you're going to lose there. Okay, so you're going to want to be at least level 10. I'm at level 7. My bad. To come here, because trust me, you do not want to spend the 7 coins on the shiners you get here to go fishing there. It's much easier just to wait until you're level 7. You can afford the minnows. Alright, first of all, I'm going to go set up my inventory. So it's pretty similar to the beginner setup. I went on to another account, tried to stream on there, my audio cut out, so people did not hear what I said on that video. So I'm going to start right here now. Hopefully you guys hear me. I will be checking to make sure my audio is in this broadcast. When I'm done, if it's not there, I can just come back, reshoot it, and actually make a video with my full commentary. Alright, first of all, I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to grab one of my little things that hold 2 rods, because that's what they let you pretty much give you the beginning. I'm pretty sure this is the actual beginning one anyway. I'm going to take off my rod, this rod stand. I can get over to it. Alright, I'm going to take off this, and this, just to try to make sure everything is as beginner as it can get. They don't give you any of this. A lot of this stuff that I have is premium stuff that you gotta spend money on. I don't know what the beginner tackle box is, but I'm just gonna go with my lowest one, which I believe that one. Alright, I'm gonna grab just one of my outfits, just see which one has the least amount of lines. I guess it's that one. I could just go buy one. Alright, but don't pay no mind to what I'm putting on. It has no effect on what I catch. Matter of fact, you know what, for the clothing, I'm going to go here to, I think it's in here, to waistcoats. Let's see. So this is the first one you unlock at level 3, which you should be about 3 or 4 whenever you get done with that whenever you get done with the tutorial. So I'm gonna go throw that on. Can't buy hats, unfortunately. I wish they'd put some in the shop. It'd be nice for people. I don't believe any of these. Let me compare this real quick. Yeah, you seen that? That was a lot of money. Yeah, that was $11. So, I'm gonna go with this one. I know that what you'll have is a lot smaller. It'll. Let's see. So you'll probably have one of these two. Don't waste the coins on this. Trust me. You're gonna wanna. Once you hit level 8, you're going to buy this one, and then the next one you're literally going to wait until you're at least 18 to buy this one, because as you can see, the only difference is the maximum single fish weight. Total fish weight, no difference. You're going to want to wait until you're 8 for your first once you hit 3, you're going to want to make sure you buy this keep net. I mean, once you hit level 2, you're going to want to get this keep net. I believe they make you do that in the tutorial. Level 8, you're going to buy this one. 18, you're going to buy this one. But that's just what I'm going over for now. So I'm just going to keep the one I got, because as you've seen, the one I'm using is, I think it's this. Oh, maybe not. Let me check my inventory. Okay, so it's a Fish Hut M. So it's a little bit smaller than that one I was showing you get at 18. So just to show you, I'm not. So that's this. It's the one at 4. Level 4. I mean, you can wait until you're 4 to get this one, but you don't have to. You could do this one, then wait until wait until you get there. If you want to get this one in between there, it's better to wait for this one, because like I showed you, the minnows start at level 7. So if you wait until you're level 8 to go to New York, I'm gonna get Emerald Lake. It's gonna be slightly better for you. I'm not going to be getting much experience off of these fish, but compared to what level you'll be, the level you are when you're starting, you can kind of get there a little bit. You can get there kind of quick. So, alright. So for rod number 1, I'm going to take all this off, all that off, because you don't have all that lovely stuff yet. And take these off. Take that, because you do have those. Alright, so let's put those away. And we're going to put these lines away. So the bait I'm going to be using is red worms and bread. Go back down here. And crew my bread. Bread. Alright. Send that over to my backpack. Alright. No rods. Okay, I don't have any beginner rods right here. Like anywhere in here. But I'm going to buy one just for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to go to rods. Oops. Telescopic, because that's what they start you with. Can't remember which one of these they start you with. Alright, I'm just going to get this one. Alright, and the other one, cheap one, I guess it's not one of those. I think it's a spinning. we're going to be using those two rods. Right, and on this one, we're going to go. Okay, so they automatically equipped those for me. Alright. As for reels, no, we're just going to buy the reels. Alright. Well, for this, I'm going to buy a mini, let's see, I'm going to use the mini spin and I'm going to use the level 4 one. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So those should be in my backpack. Yep. So we're going to use that mini spin on the one and Inspire Cast on the. What you'll be using is most likely going to be, it'll have you with one of these for your beginning rod, and once you get 3, you can buy this for your other rod, or you can wait until you're 4 and get both the ones I just got. So now we got rod set up. I'm going to buy line, so I'm going to look for the 0.007. Which is 3-pound test. I could get the 2-pound test, but I'm going to be working with the level stuff that you get at level 3, which I'm going to buy 2 spools of this, which I could have just bought one of these, but So on this first one, we're going to use this. I'm going to put it as much as I possibly can on here. So that has 262. Means they're probably going to be able to fit that 230, all of it on this. So there we go. Oh, we can sell that. Don't really need that. There we go. Didn't get as much as... Yeah, so on this, we are going to put... let's see, do I have a regular bobber? A regular oval float bobber. Doesn't matter which of the colors you use. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go with that one. And then for hooks, or they're going to start you with a 6. So I'm going to see if I got a barbless 6. Because I'm going to be doing this by hand. Barbless, you have a tendency to lose the fish more often, and they cost coins. So it's kind of a waste of coins. You don't really need to do that. So got that, and then we're going to put... I'm going to put a piece of bread on that, just because it's the bait they start you with. And this is the other bait they have you get in the tutorial. So I'm probably just going to use the bread. I might use the red worms to make, because I didn't do that in the other one when I should have. And on this, since this is what is it uses tank rigs, I'm going to take these 1/6 ounce number 2s with me. And I'm going to be using this white shad. And then I'm going to look for my 1/6 ounce slop spoon. Because those are going to be the 2 lures that you can use at 3 and 4. Here we go. I could have swore it was a different hook. There we go. 1/6 ounce. Number 4. Alright, we're going to clip that. I'll put the rest of them in my inventory. Just so. Got 2 ready rods right here. I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff right here. I'm going to go over that in a different video. Alright, so now that we got our rod set up, I'm just going to go over this one more time. We got our first rod is a Telefloat 14 foot 9 inch with a mini spin 1200 with mono 0.007, which is 3-pound test, a regular oval bobber. You're going to use the number 6 hooks, not the 6 with the slash and the 0. That's a 6/0. This is just a plain 6 hook. I'm using barbless, but you're going to have regular hooks, which are actually better. So, because barbless, the fish can get off easier, and it's a little bit harder to feel the bites. I'm just doing this to make it a little bit challenging for myself. But there you go. You got setup there. The second setup is the volume spin 6 foot 3 inch InspireCast 2000. I was gonna use this. I was gonna buy the mini spin 1200, but I'm just gonna use this. If you look, this one's max drag is 3.5. This one's max drag is 3.4, so they're about the same reel. I believe on the other video I made where I don't have audio, I believe I had a little bit, like 1 foot more in line, but that's not really going to make a big difference here. Neither is the reel. So this is what we're going for the beginner, the beginner setup. And with that, we're ready to go. Alright, so we're going to come here to Lone Star Lake, which is the place that you're going to have open off the back. This is going to be the place you open next, but you're not going to want to go to it right away. This Mudwater River, the primary focus here, I'll show you the fish species here, is the catfish. These bowfins are a bit challenging. So can these pickerel, but not so much that you really need to worry about, because I'll go over a video on how to do those when we get there. So don't worry about coming here. You're going to wait until you're about level 7 or 8 to go over, damn it, to come here to Emerald Lake. Another place you can go to in the beginning is at level 3 is over here to Lesnie Villa Fishery, which don't worry about going there. You can, just for, you know, a little bit of experience. I haven't mastered catching everything here, so I won't exactly be doing a beginner video on this lake until I kind of get it mastered a bit more. The only thing I know how to catch here is these guys right here, which are a bit of money, but they're a bit of a challenge for someone too. These, I mean, you could go for the carp here, but the bait that you primarily going to use for these, you don't have access. The level 4, I mean, they do, Bread with Honey is kind of a low level one, I believe. We'll check on that. Okay, 6, so yeah. It's not really going to bite off most of the stuff you got here that you have access to at a low level. These are the 2 level 1 baits. You get this at 3, but which you can use for them roach, not the bug, but the fish. But pretty much this is what the 2 baits we're going to be using. And then that, just to show you those lures I got. Right, see, those unlock at level 3. I used the silver one. And the other one that we're using is that shad. There's that white shad we're using. And then there's the jig head. So it unlocks at level 4. I got the 1/6 ounce, not the 1/4 ounce. This is the one I'm using. Alright. The 1/6. Alright, so now we're gonna get out of there. We're going to Lone Star Lake. Alright. So I'm going to show you both ways I like to fish here. Once you're high enough level to unlock that shad, it's going to save you a bit of money fishing here, because you're not going to have to spend money on baits, and it's going to target the fish that you're aiming for. Because in the beginning you're going to be aiming for panfish and shiners. So we're going to come here to the first node. This is where they start you in the tutorial, and then they have you go to the bridge, but we're going to start here because this is where you're going to go to get, I'm not going to say most of your experience, but you're going to go here to get you're going to stick here until you can, if you aren't high enough to get the shad and the jigs and stuff, this is where you're gonna go. This is the little leaflet area I kind of use as my start, and I'm gonna do kind of like mark exercises from here. We're gonna go 1, 2, away. All right, and you get L2 is your target cast, and if you get on here and you're still doing this little slingshot cast, the way to change it to this doing it this way is with the R3 button. You're gonna push that in. I'm gonna go back to that. Hold on. Somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. Get out of there. Please. Alright, just a delivery guy. So, alright, go back to the spot. To do this kind of casting is you just click L2, aim, and then you use your R2. You tap that to start the bar, and then try to hit R2 again in between that line. See, I went a little bit farther, but that's not gonna hurt us in any way. And whenever I have my thing out here, what I like to do is I pay attention both to the right side of the screen where that little bobber icon is, and to the left, top left. Well, I already got a bite. Hasn't went under yet, but I'll watch over there to see when 5 in-game minutes pass, because if I don't get a bite within that time, I'll reel it in a little bit in 5 minutes in-game time. And there we go, we got a bite. A person will pretty much yank them out of the water like that. See, the bread will pretty much get, most of the time we'll get these shiners. Occasionally you'll pull the bluegill or the sunfish, but to change what fish you're catching, targeting, pretty much you're going to go for the red worms. The shiners still do bite on these, but the bigger fish, the bigger panfish will get in their way. I'm going to cast this one out. same spot. Yeah, pay attention to that. See how it's 512. If that went to like say 517, I just reel it in a little bit. Not too much. There we go. There we go. There's the bluegill. A little bit bigger of a fish. See, I don't, like I said, I don't get much XP. I got about 3 for that little guy and 9 for this guy. The experience will probably be a bit bigger for you guys, whereas I'm level 32 at this moment. It's not giving me much. So there you go. There's the two, pretty much how you're gonna fish this area, and then once you can get them that shad and that spoon and them jig heads, you're gonna be using this rod number 2 over here. If you're wondering how I do that quick switch between my bait to switch your rods, it's L1, and to switch your baits, it's L2. This one I have to actually switch my whole setup in my menu to change over to that shad. But this is the other area I fish. I look for, yeah, it's that patch. This little patch right here. And I go a little bit to the right of it, trying to make sure that reeling this thing isn't going to get caught on these weeds right here. Alright, and what I normally do is I have 3 different spots I aim at. I either aim out here, over here, but you see where that this action's going on over here. I aim in there. And then the other spot I'll aim is over here. As you can see, there's action going on in those 2 spots. There's not much going on in this area, but trust me, reeling it out, casting out there, and reeling it in, the way I showed, I'm going to tell you about, will land you fish. I'm going to start out with the straight out and the head one. Aim about there so I don't get stuck in the weeds. Alright. Apparently I misfired. Don't worry, occasionally you will have that happen. Let's try this again. Alright. My preferred method is the lift and drop. So for that, what you're going to want to do is reel a little bit and lift up. Reel a little bit and lift up. Pretty much you're going to keep doing that. And there we go. Fish on. And there we go. There's a bass. Alright. That's what you're going to be aiming for with this. As you can see right there. He ain't even a pound and he gets, that's me, $102. And you'll get a little bit more experience than I will for this guy, because being a lower level. But the other guy you're going to aim for, I'm going to see if I can catch one using that shad, is a pickerel. Let's see if we can show you. I'm going to aim over this guy, because these guys like, they're a type of pikes, so they like ambushing things inside the weeds. And with this guy you can do stop and go, which is pretty much the same thing without the lift up. Just reel, stop, reel, stop. Oh, I hit a bite, but just didn't want to hold on. Keep doing that. See if we can get another one. I didn't get one on that one. So we'll try, hang on. We'll do the lift and drop with this next. Just to see if we can get one that way. Let it sink all the way to the bottom. Reel. Reel. Lift. Reel and lift. This is pretty much like stop and go, except for when you stop reeling, you're gonna click that L2 button. And there we go, fish on. And there we go, there's the grass pickerel. Not as much money as that bass, but as you can see, has a bit more XP to it. So, I mean, if you want to level up, these are the guys to go for. Just remember, once you get high enough to afford those two baits, yeah, you're just going to decide on what you're going to afford. Because either way, you're not losing money out on this leveling up. So I'm going to keep that guy. So we got a total of 2.15 pounds in my keep net. Pretty much you're going to try to fill up your entire keep net with that. Try not to go over, because it does more damage to your keep net, and then you got to pay to repair it. And if you don't have enough weight in there, it also for some reason does a bit of damage to your keep net. So that's pretty much everything you're going to be doing pretty much here. There's two other fish you can go after, but it requires different bait, which is the smallmouth buffalo, and then the other one is catfish. For them, once you get high enough level, you're going to want to come to this node right here. And you're going to, for catfish, you want to use the pet food. And you're going to cast you're going to try to cast halfway across this pond. Pretty much halfway. Try to keep to this area over here if you want the catfish, and more over this way if you want to catch the buffalo. Buffalo like it themselves some deep water. As you see, this is where I'm standing. This is the area you kind of want to hit. This is the area I'm talking about for the catfish. Another area is right in there. That's the real deep spot. There, but, you know, kind of aiming here more for the buffalo. And then this area from these rocks, the water rocks, to that spot for them cats. I know they say buffalo like deep water, but for some reason I don't tend to get them too much here. They like it over in this area. I find they like it here and here. This is where the catfish and the buffalo will mingle, but the catfish can also be cast out here. Truthfully, you can pretty much fish just about anywhere. You just don't want to go where that dock is, which is about here. The bridge. All this in here is all just bass and pickerel. You can catch crappie in here and sunfish, but if you're using those lures, occasionally the spoon and the shad will net some crappies, but it's perfectly fine. Like I said, as long as you're using those and not losing them, you're not losing any bait. So keep that in mind. But that's pretty much the end of this guide. I'm gonna go get on my laptop or phone and edit the title, because I want this thing to be titled so people know it's a beginner guide for this game. It's a good game to relax on. You don't have to kill anybody. If you're using the float, you know, they're doing a little bit of bobber fishing. It's a little bit more relaxed than using, you know, working the jigs like this. It's all up to your preferences. If you, this video brings you pretty good success on this place, which it most likely is. If you haven't clicked like, just remember to come back and click like. And to subscribe. I will be doing more guides in the future, because a lot of the stuff is old and outdated. And there's some new stuff into this game that some of it I don't have access to right now, but it's pretty much the same principle for one of the ones I will be doing a tutorial on, which is the feeder rod. So thank you for watching. If you do decide to download this game, it is free to play. If you enjoy it and you want to fish with me sometime, my PSN is Commander X007X. I might even put that in the description using my laptop. Again, thank you for watching. I know that's probably like the third time. This is where this video stops. Glad to see. Well, I don't know how to end it. I guess may the luck be with you.